Hello, this is Tim Law with Playing It Forward Coaching, always encouraging your self-reliance. If you develop a marketable skill, chase that skill with a good, solid work ethic. Develop some people communication skills, always go the extra mile. You'd be amazed what you can accomplish in this country. A big thank you to over 560 people who have subscribed to this channel, Playing It Forward Coaching. If you haven't already, please do so. I'd super appreciate it. And thank you for all the people that have already. I got a pretty neat guy here. We've known each other since he was in middle school. He's definitely known as one of the characters around school in a good way. Uh, Saib Sejmenovic. I got to get that right, Saib. I've already just called you by your first name all the time. So welcome and tell us your story a little bit here, my man.
I'm good. I graduated 2021 from Northeastern. Really wasn't sure what to do once I graduated, just like any other kid nowadays, stuck not knowing what to do. So I worked warehouse work, wasn't really sure what else to continue doing. College wasn't for me. I wasn't a big fan of school growing up or anything like that. So my dad actually encouraged me a lot to go and get my CDL, and I recently just got it in July of this year down at Shelley Truck Driving School in New York. And from there, it was just so far, since July, like I said, it's been nothing but I've been blessed, thankful, and just wake up every day loving what I do.
Sure, sure. And we had spoken a little bit before, I think, communicated there saying you at this point you're pretty much just stay within state, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Okay. And Saeed, who were some of the influential people that kind of helped you along there at Northeastern? Because we do have a good group of people in the school system there.
I definitely say my top three is definitely Miss Burkhart since pretty much middle school.
Hmm.
She helped me a lot. And then the other two is Mr. Weaver and definitely Mr. Eyster. Those three are right there. Helped me a lot throughout high school and everything.
Great, great. Yeah, no, they're all fantastic for sure.
So
And so you graduated in 2021, and like I said, you did some warehouse work, and I think you were doing some warehouse work when you were still a high school senior. Am I
yeah, a
accurate on
little
that?
bit here and there.
Yeah, yeah. So so then you did that for what, maybe about a year and a half or so, something like
Almost, yeah. So I did that pretty much right after I graduated high school I took a little bit off just to, enjoy the summertime. So I
that. Sure.
started in June. So June to June, almost a year pretty much. I worked warehouse work and wasn't for me anymore. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, ever since I've known you, I was always impressed with, your level of intelligence. You clearly speak, two languages, which is generally one more than most people speak, English and Bosnian. And now, how old were you when you came over here to the United States, or were you born over here?
I was born over here, but I went back and visited plenty of times. My dad came over here with my mom and my two siblings in 2000 with he told me pretty much nothing,
Mhm.
$50 maybe,
Yeah.
no lick of English,
Mhm.
and built himself up from nothing to, having everything he has now.
Mhm. No, that's very admirable for sure. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your journey going toward getting the CDL license.
Pretty much it was mainly my dad, he always told me just follow your heart. And ever since I was a little kid, I always loved cars, always loved trucks,
Hmm.
always loved just driving.
Right?
So he was my biggest inspiration about getting my CDL. So we talk hours and hours. And, I decided it was time, took the risk, pulled the trigger, and I got it done. My
Yeah.
mom wasn't so happy about it, but she looks at it now, seeing how happy I am, waking up every day, just excited to meet new people, learn new things. So she
Sure.
definitely got on board.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and now, how long of a process was it for you? Because I can't think of a better career to get into. At least do it for a few years while you're as young as you are, than getting that CDL license. Because we know the urgency as far as needing more truck drivers is just. I mean, there's probably no field in more demand than that currently. So the process. How long did it take you?
It was 4 weeks. You're in there 5 days a week, 40 hours.
Mhm.
So how they did it there was first week you're pretty much learning for like your permit
Mhm.
and all that. The following week, as soon as you pass your permit on Thursday or Friday, you're riding the trucks, learning your hands on. So
Mhm.
from your second week, for pretty much 3 weeks, you're straight hands on learning everything.
Yeah, yeah. And so you said it's about a 4-week course and
Four
everything.
week course, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And just so that and others that may be listening to this, that are young as well, what kind of cost was it? What were you looking at to go ahead and get this?
It was 5,300 for everything. So, that's like the payment,
Hmm.
your DOT medical card, your drug test,
Hmm.
insurance for like the trucks, and pretty much everything. 5,300 covers everything you need to get that class done.
Sure, sure. And yeah, and so far you're really enjoying this as a career, and probably doing much better than financially than the vast majority of people that graduated with you, and then even before that, I would suspect.
Yeah, I'm very blessed. My dad hasn't steered me the wrong way, and I'm thankful. I just been working just to achieve goals, and I've been nothing but thankful.
Sure, sure. No, you got a good attitude on that for sure. Saeed, what advice would you give, let's say a sophomore, junior, or senior, whether it's a CDL thing or whatever, as far as some of the life lessons you've learned so far, that you would, if you could reach down to, some of those younger ones, what would you say to them?
I tell them just follow your heart.
Hmm.
People might look at you different because you're not going the traditional college route or whatever, but I'll tell them just follow your heart, listen to your parents. They won't steer you the wrong way, and just achieve your goals, work hard, keep a positive attitude, and just smile through everything. That's
Sure,
one thing. Just keep your head up, keep grinding. It might not come right away, but at the end, it's going to be worth it.
sure,
That's what I
sure.
tell them.
Well, and the thing is too is that I'm certainly a believer as far as college is concerned, but I also believe it's not necessarily for everybody. And I think certainly in this day and age, because of the college costs, that younger people and their parents have to be very strategic, because it's very possible to go to college and come out with a questionable degree that's really not marketable. Now, if you get into get a marketable degree coming out, that's one thing altogether again. And but I hate to see these young people getting into this huge debt, and they just weren't able to do anything with whatever degree they got. So does that make sense to you?
Yeah, definitely for me was I wasn't a big fan of school.
Hmm.
I won't sit here and like, oh yeah, I love school. I really wasn't. Like I said, Miss Burkhart, if it wasn't for her, I probably would not have graduated. Like she would like make sure I was in school every day. Same thing with Mr. Eyster and Mr. Weaver. Like I was in school every day because of them. And if it wasn't for them, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I probably would not have graduated high school.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and Heather, she's awesome. I mean, she's like a mother hen with you guys, and
Yep.
she's relentless, in a good way. She's
Yep.
just, she'll be hammering away at you. Hey, you got to do this. You got to get that going and everything. And yeah, she does a wonderful job for sure. Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, Saeed, this has been wonderful. Any last second thoughts? And can you hang for a bit when we get finished here?
Of course, yes, sir. Nothing. I'll just tell everyone just keep your head up, keep grinding, stay focused, and enjoy life. We only get one chance. Have fun while we can.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and attitude is just so incredibly important. And if you can combine it with what you've done as far as getting your CDL and that kind of thing, it's a great a wonderful scenario for you for your life for sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you, Saeed. This has been great. Please hang for a minute. Okay.
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks again.
Yep.